full disclosure, I recently hung out with Gina Carano, and she's one of the nicest people I've had the opportunity to meet. She's just a genuine person, an authentic person, and that's really not something that tends to succeed in Hollywood. You have to be fake, you have to be vindictive, you have to be a complete poser to survive in Hollywood, apparently. And Gina Carano's biggest crime was that she was authentic and she actually had her own opinion. And of course, Lucasfilm decided to fire her and then smear her name. And then you had the NPC crowd, the people that don't want to do any research whatsoever, continue to pick up on those talking points, even though they have no idea what they're talking about. And there's no actual facts to support the claims that they're making, but that's the crowd that Lucasfilm and Disney wants. Well, recently, Grace Randolph, another YouTuber who has a massive channel, who I've actually watched Grace for a long time, here and there. Obviously don't agree with a lot of what she says, but I've always appreciated her take on certain things and other things not so much. But recently, some of the things she says is such a turnoff. But this take about Gina Carano is unforgivable in every way possible because it's the absolute NPC take, because she did no research. All she did is she got the update from Lucasfilm. She did no research, and now she's repeating the lies that Lucasfilm slandered Gina Carano with. But Gina responds in the way Gina Carano would respond because she's a genuine human being. So right here, this is our very own Lyndon over on geeksandgamers.com. Go give Lyndon a follow on Twitter, L_Hall91. While defending Star Wars actress Moses Ingram on Twitter, YouTube film critic Grace Randolph made a false claim about Gina Carano. This has now drawn a response from the Daily Wire actress. Grace Randolph's initial tweet said, "Under no circumstances should you harass any talent in front or behind the camera." I agree with that. I agree with that. Of course, you know, unless the person thinks differently than you, right? So this guy says, unless you're Gina Carano, I guess. Grace responds, Gina Carano made anti-Semitic and anti-trans statements repeatedly. That, Grace, is a lie. You are a liar. You are literally lying, and you are repeating the talking points that Lucasfilm gave you because you didn't want to do any research, so you just took your NPC update. Randolph then emphasizes the malicious lie, stating Carano, made those statements. And then Gina Carano responds right here. Finally, someone wrote an article of what actually happened. Thank you, Bounding Into Comics. And we love Bounding Into Comics, obviously. Grace Randolph, she says, I don't wish you any ill will or hate. It would just be nice if you would stop spreading malicious lies for over a year now. You do a disservice to yourself and at Critics' Choice. Responding the only way you would know, you would expect her to respond, because that's who Gina Carano is, a genuine human being. And, Grace Randolph is... It's just disgusting what she does. Now, Jack Posobiec shared this out, and this is the Bounding Into Comics story, so I highly urge you to go check that one out as well. We love Bounding Into Comics. They do a fantastic job here. But what Gina Carano has continued to deal with is absolutely unforgivable. It's unforgivable, and all it takes is the slightest bit of research. That's all it takes. All you need to do is the slightest bit of research, and you would know that what Grace Randolph and many others have said about her is not true. And it is disgusting that Lucasfilm and Disney pushed that lie out there the way they did. And it's disgusting that they have not been held accountable for it. But that's the type of company Lucasfilm and Disney is. They will slander you. They will lie about you. They will shame you if you don't line up with their narrative. And that's exactly what they did to Gina Carano. And that's why we continue to call them out. I have no sympathy for them as a company. I have no sympathy for the executives of that company, because they don't deserve my sympathy or anyone's sympathy. I will continue to call them out. I will continue to roast them, and I will continue to expose them as the pieces of trash that they are. No, it doesn't mean that Moses Ingram deserves any comments or messages saying the things that were said to her. As it didn't apply, same applies to Gina. She didn't deserve it either. But Lucasfilm didn't stand by her. They didn't stand by Rosario Dawson when she was getting all of that hate for all of the stuff that she was accused of, her and her family, because it didn't fit their narrative, because their fake virtue signaling is just that. It's fake. They can't consistently stand by their messaging. Their messaging is circumstantial. It's circumstantial to whatever narrative can be built around it, because that's how people at Disney and Lucasfilm view a person of color or a woman or a non-white dude. They only view you in a way where they can benefit it. If they can benefit from your race or your gender or your sexual orientation, they will absolutely use it. But if they can't use it to benefit themselves, then they will throw you under the bus, just like they did Gina Carano. Well, I stand with Gina Carano, and millions others stand with her as well. She had the longest line at MegaCon. She was awesome. The people loved her, and she deserves every single bit of the love and respect that she gets. You guys have a great day. Thank you very much for checking out this video, and we will talk to you later.